I think we're going to bring in Jonathan Sacerdoti. You're there. I don't know what it feels like to be there in London. I can only imagine.
It's a really special moment, isn't it, to see the Queen there out on the balcony. What an amazing surprise that she brought this out. Everyone had hoped she would, and I think that people were just delighted that at the end of all this amazing celebration, this rousing concert, the pageant, all of it, she was able to get there and come out with her family on the balcony.
Yeah, you know, I am way across the pond on the other side watching this, but I knew deep in my heart that we would see the Queen today, because that is, from what I know, is who Her Majesty is. She doesn't disappoint, she's loyal to the end, and she's fierce to infinity.
That's right. I think that this has been a difficult thing for them to balance with the Queen's presence. Everybody wanted to see her there, and yet everybody's aware that at 96, she's definitely not as fit and able as she was once to make these sorts of appearances as easily as she might have done in the past. And I think that she's carefully rationed her appearances at the Jubilee celebrations, and that's really been part of the reinvention that she's made of her image. I think that as of yesterday, we're now seeing the Queen as the grandmother, the great-grandmother of the nation. And I think that was most apparent in that film she made that went out where she was having tea with Paddington Bear. I think this was aimed at the younger generation, some of whom have only just got to know her as the Queen consciously, and they will have seen her with one of their most loved animated characters. And interestingly, I think there's also something of a political message, if one could say that the royal family is ever political, more humanitarian, because Paddington, of course, is a refugee. He is somebody that came from darkest Peru in the books, but Michael Bond, who wrote the books, said that he was inspired by the Kindertransport, the Jewish refugees during World War II, who Britain hosted, 7,500 of them. And so the Queen was even perhaps giving a nod to that side of Britishness, to the fact that Britain is welcoming of those people who need help as well. So I think really she's made these appearances when she could, she's made them judiciously, she's made them with a point, and she's made sure that the nation's been able to celebrate this monumental, historic Jubilee in such a way that they can not just celebrate her, but also all those values that she stands for and that Britain stands for.